you doing, my friends? Thank you so much for tuning into the Jovenshire channel, where we cover all things superheroes, video games, comic books, TV shows, all things geeky here in one little place. And today we get to go to our roots. We're talking about some superheroes. In fact, we're talking about DC. Let's talk about DC, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Did that work? It never works. I gotta stop trying to make that work. Anyways, I kind of want to have a little introspective, retrospective, forward-fective. That's not a word. Of kind of where we are with the DC movies and what we can expect to see going forward. Because I think that we can all admit there was a rough patch of DC movies. And I like to call that rough patch after The Dark Knight and up till, Wonder Woman. We'll call it a rough patch. Now, there were some movies like Batman v Superman and Justice League that maybe, arguably, could have been much bigger and better and maybe fell a little short to fans' expectations for one reason or the other. I'm going to let you guys decide on whether you like the movies or not, because at the end of the day, you can like whatever you like. That's completely fine. But then Wonder Woman came out and it kind of like changed up the game a little bit. We're like, oh, this is a good movie. And then after that, you had Shazam, you had, Justice League, so it was going good. And then we had Shazam and Aquaman, and those were pretty decent. I actually, I did enjoy Aquaman more than I thought I would. I feel bad for being surprised about it, but hey. And then it brings us to this last weekend where Joker was a good movie. Now, there's going to be people that didn't like it, and that's completely fine. I did a review on it. You can watch that. You can get my take on it. There's some stuff that I didn't think needed to be in the movie. But then also, I thought the movie was masterfully done from a cinematography point of view. So I did like the movie, and it did well in the box office. I think 93 million opening weekend, which was great. Are we allowed to be excited for DC movies again? We are getting we have the trailer. We have, I think it was like the second trailer, first real trailer for the Birds of Prey movie, which is the Harley Quinn spinoff from the Suicide Squad movie. And watching that trailer, I do feel like there's still some zaniness in it that we got from like the Suicide Squad movie. Personally, I wasn't a big fan of the Suicide Squad movie, though I will argue that I think Jared Leto's Joker was a good Joker. And I think his Joker makes even more sense living in the Jokerverse, because it's like that, he seems like a character that would come up from the madness that the Joker created in his particular movie, but that's an argument for a different day. And so I wasn't a big fan of the movie, but then we're getting the spinoff with Harley Quinn, and yeah, it has its own style, but still feels a little reminiscent of the original Suicide Squad movie. But I think that they've learned from some of their mistakes or lessons in the past. And now I'm looking at this movie, like Ewan McGregor as Black Mask is just killing it for me in the trailer. So I'm excited for it. I'm curious to see how serious the movie takes itself versus how much do we want a movie that doesn't take itself seriously now. I'm interested to see how it's done. But still, I think Margot Robbie's really nailing this Harley Quinn character now, so that's pretty dope. And speaking of Suicide Squad, another DC movie that we have coming up is The Suicide Squad, or as I like to call it, James Gunn's The Suicide Squad. Because James Gunn, yes, for a small period of time was fired from Marvel, and before he can come back to do more Guardians movies, he's doing a DC movie where it's not necessarily a reboot. It's not necessarily a sequel, it's just a Suicide Squad movie, which makes sense for fans of the comics because in the Suicide Squad we've had many different iterations of the Suicide Squad. It's just, whoever they can put together to go out on a mission. So it's a cool way to show off so many interesting DC villains in a fun way. And when you give James Gunn his creative freedom to make a movie with bad guys, I think that's pretty much what we got with the first Guardians movie, right? And you can argue Guardians aren't bad guys, but they're not good guys. We don't know all of the characters showing up just yet. Oathkeeper, played by John Cena. Yeah, that's a weird person who, kind of like Drax, takes everything at face value. Condiment King literally was this bad guy that has a cool Easter egg in the Lego Batman movie. Polka Dot Man, I think, is definitely confirmed for this movie. Just some weird bad guys. And I'm so excited for a James Gunn movie where it's just like his brain and the Suicide Squad coming together. I think that's fantastic. The other movie that we should be excited for is the Wonder Woman sequel. Now, I say should be excited because the first one was really, 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 really good. And so, can DC have the same magic twice with this particular character? Because this one does take place in the 80s now. It's a different time period. It's different situations, different bad guys. Same hero, though. Now, that movie also was supposed to come out December of this year, and then was supposed to come out in November of this year. It's got a strong team behind the camera. It's got a strong team in front of the camera. I just think that we are now kind of going into this phase where we can be excited again for DC movies. And I understand that there's some fans that never stopped being excited for DC movies, and that's great too. I just, like, when they announced the Justice League, I was like, oh, I really want to get excited for this, but I have so many reservations. And then Justice League was not well received. But in this case, I feel like some of these reservations are starting to go away, and I feel like DC's making good movies. And it started kind of slowly with Wonder Woman, and then Shazam, and Aquaman, and then just each one afterwards is kind of, I don't know, I'm excited. And I'm excited to be excited again, because that's the best damn part about being a geek right now, is that we get these crazy movies that we never thought we would ever have on the big screen, and we're getting them. And it's just so much fun to be that excited again, to know that, oh, and the Batman. Can we talk about that? Robert Pattinson playing a younger Bruce Wayne. Zoe Kravitz officially cast as Catwoman. I love the casting for this movie because it's different. I want something to take something that I love and kind of turn it on its side and give me something that I've never seen before, because that's how we've had some of the best superheroes made before. So that one, I'm not entirely sure what the release date is on that particular movie. I think it's 2021 or maybe even 2022. It's still a little ways away, but again, just to be able to be excited about DC movies again, that's exciting. I don't mean to repeat some words there, but can you describe it differently? Let me know how you guys feel about what the DC movies have kind of been like lately, and what you are excited for in the future, and what do you think they're gonna be like? Are they gonna be great? Is DC fixing it? I want to talk to you guys in the comments below. And what do you think about the casting for the Batman with Zoe Kravitz and Robert Pattinson? There was some flack when he was first cast, but every move that it makes, I think is pretty good. So that's my take on DC movies coming out. It's good to be a DC fan right now. So let's ride this wave, and hopefully the wave continues. And we didn't even get into DC television right now. Who's watching Titans Season 2? Oh my God, better than the first season. The fact that they had a Jason Todd cliffhanger where the people get a vote if he lives or dies, just like they did in the comics. That's great. The crossover series is coming back to the CW shows, and that's a big deal. Michael Keaton confirmed for the Crisis on Infinite Earth. I'm gonna say it. That's fucking awesome. Anyways, guys, that's enough for me. I just kind of want to talk about the stuff that I find really exciting so I can chat with you about it. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button, because if you like this video, you're going to like the other videos that we're doing here. Yes, tomorrow I'll probably have another Magic the Gathering video. That's what we do. Monday, I had that fun video where Lasercorn and I combined fast food, so be sure to check those out if you haven't. And this weekend, I'm filming the next batch of Hero Click. It's my little board game show where we play Hero Clicks. But I have my friends play the heroes while I play the bad guys. So I haven't announced who the cast is yet, so get ready for that. And I believe that goes live on the 28th. So thank you so much for being a fan. Thank you so much for watching these videos. It just means a lot to me that I get to share what I love with you guys who love the same stuff. So till the next time, I'll see you later. Thank you so much for watching, friends. If you need more Jovenshire in your life, go to click that video on the left where Lasercorn and I actually make a new fast food burger utilizing McDonald's and Taco Bell. And on the video on the right there, you got a little video that YouTube thinks you're going to like. Now tell me, did you like it? Good.